Hey everyone, and welcome to series Addict. Today we're diving into a series that didn't just bend the rules of television, it smashed them. This is The Shield, a show that dropped us headfirst into a world where cops break laws, criminals seek justice, and morality is always on a knife's edge. At the center is one of the most unforgettable characters TV has ever created, Vic Mackey, a man who is equal parts protector, predator, and paradox. But what made this show so impactful? Why does it still hold up as one of the boldest dramas ever made? Let's dig deep into Farmington and find out. Set in the toughest districts of Los Angeles, The Shield takes place in Farmington, a fictional neighborhood filled with gangs, drugs, and systemic rot. The local precinct, nicknamed The Barn, is housed in a converted church, and that symbolism isn't accidental. Here, law and chaos coexist. Justice is messy. The cops are fighting a war, and wars, as Vic Mackey sees it, require soldiers, not bureaucrats. Vic is the leader of the strike team, an elite but morally compromised tactical unit meant to dismantle organized crime. But Vic doesn't just fight crime, he manipulates it. He steals from drug busts, intimidates suspects, and bends every rule. What's terrifying is that he gets results. He's not some cartoon villain. He's effective, persuasive, often even likable. And that's the trap. From the very first episode, The Shield tells you exactly what kind of show this is. In the pilot's final scene, Vic executes a fellow cop who was secretly investigating him. It's brutal, unexpected, and the moment the audience realizes, this isn't about redemption, it's about dissent. The members of the strike team are just as layered. Shane Vendrell, Vic's closest ally, is impulsive, hot-headed, and spirals into darkness in a way that's both shocking and deeply human. His story arc is one of the most emotionally devastating in the series. Lem, the heart of the team, is loyal and soft-spoken, the moral anchor in a world of compromise. When tragedy strikes him, it tears the team apart. Ronnie Gardoki, quiet and calculating, watches from the sidelines for much of the series, until he too is pulled under by the weight of their sins. Outside the strike team, the precinct is filled with strong characters who serve as foils, challengers, and mirrors. Detective Claudette Wims is principled and unshakable. She believes in justice, even when it's inconvenient. Detective Dutch Wagenbach is brilliant but socially awkward, often underestimated. Yet he solves the toughest cases. His battles with serial killers, his own insecurities, and even Claudette's quiet mentorship make him one of the series' most underrated figures. What sets The Shield apart is its relentless momentum. Every decision has consequences. Every lie, every deal, every act of violence comes back, eventually. It doesn't just reset at the end of the episode. The narrative is tightly woven across seasons. Mistakes echo. Trust erodes. And the audience is forced to question who they're rooting for, and why. The visual style is raw and immediate. Handheld cameras, gritty lighting, fast edits. It all feels like you're there in the chaos. The writing doesn't flinch. Dialogue is sharp, fast, and real. You feel every betrayal, every power shift, every moment of fear. And then there's Vic. Michael Chiklis gives a powerhouse performance, charismatic and terrifying, vulnerable and monstrous. Vic is a father, a protector, a manipulator, a killer. He justifies every action as a necessary evil, but the show constantly challenges that idea. Is he doing the wrong things for the right reasons? Or is he just good at lying to himself? That ambiguity is the soul of the series. As the seasons progress, the noose tightens. The strike team starts to crack from the inside. Personal betrayals pile up, political pressure mounts, and eventually, everything they've built collapses. But the Shield doesn't go out with a bang. It ends with a slow, poetic punishment. In the final scenes, Vic is given immunity in exchange for betraying his friends. He survives, but at what cost? His family leaves him. His teammates are dead, imprisoned, or broken. And Vic is sentenced to something worse than death. A desk, a cubicle, a job he despises. His new prison isn't made of bars. It's made of silence, loneliness, and irrelevance. It's brilliant. It's brutal. It's justice. The Shield was a game changer. It helped launch FX as a home for bold, adult dramas. It laid the groundwork for Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, even The Wire. Before Tony Soprano made antiheroes cool, Vic Mackey made them terrifying. And yet, despite its acclaim, including an Emmy win for Chickless, The Shield remains underwatched. Maybe because it doesn't comfort. It doesn't wrap up in neat lessons. It makes you feel complicit. You root for Vic, then hate yourself for it. That's not easy viewing, but it's unforgettable television. It's also a sharp commentary on systemic corruption, power, and what happens when the people sworn to uphold the law believe they're above it. The show doesn't give answers. It just shows you the consequences. That was The Shield, a series that redefined what a cop drama could be. Have you seen it? What do you think of Vic Mackey? Hero, villain, both? Let me know in the comments. If you like this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to Series Addict, and ring the bell so you won't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.